Alright, hello everyone. This video is a guide, review, and demonstration over the level 1, 2, and 3 pre-skills. You will unlock the level 3 pre-skills at level 125, which will give you these two skills right here. And in case you're only interested in seeing these two skills, I will go on ahead and put a time up on the screen so that you can go on ahead and skip to that part of the video. I will also have videos over the other level 125 cap skill trees, so the links to those will be in the description. But let's get started with the first skill right here. This skill is called Bless. It costs 100 MP. It doesn't require that you have a weapon equipped, and essentially what it does is it will heal you a little bit over a certain period of time, depending on the skill's level. Now, I'm only going to tell you how much it heals and how long it lasts at level 10, because in all honesty, the way that this skill works is a little bit confusing, but at level 10 you can figure out pretty easily how much it's going to heal. So at level 10 it will last 20 seconds and it will heal you a total of 6 times. Now each one of these heals is equal to 60 HP plus 3% of your magic attack, which is pretty nice. Although because it's based on your magic attack, this is mostly for mages, although if you're using more of a physical oriented build, it can still work pretty well if you put it in a combo with the Swift tag. Overall, I would say this is probably one of my favorite skills, and I would recommend that you get it, especially if you're playing as a mage. But mostly if you're playing as a staff mage, because if you're playing as a staff mage or you have a staff equipped, you will instead you'll get plus 1% healing power, which means that you will heal for 4% of your magic attack, rather than just 3%. Not only that, but your healing power will be boosted based on your intelligence stat, which I'm pretty sure that it's your intelligence stat divided by 100, but I'm not completely sure about this. But nonetheless, intelligence does boost your healing power with this skill quite a bit if you have a staff. And honestly, I see a lot of people that are staff mages that don't get this skill, and I really don't understand why. But yeah, you should definitely get it. Or well, depending on your build. But anyways, on to the next skill, Holy Fist. It costs 100 MP, it has a range of 1 meter, it has a light element, which means that it will deal more damage to dark targets, and it essentially, it doesn't require a weapon as you can see right here, and its damage is based on 100% of your attack and magic attack. But even with that, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Its main purpose is as a filler skill, or I guess a starter, finisher, or filler skill, which are basically skills that you would use in a combo that are meant to, alter the cost of the skill or whatever. Or if you have a skill with smite at the end of your combo, you can use this skill so that way its MP cost doesn't get doubled. But the main reason people like to use this skill is because it doesn't give any sort of special effects, like flinch or whatever, so it can be used on any boss. And it has a pretty fast animation speed. Plus it doesn't require you have a specific weapon equipped, so you can use it for any class. But anyways, if you have a staff equipped, its damage will be based on 200% of your magic attack, and only 50% of your physical attack. And not only that, but it will get plus 1 meter of range. And then if you have Knuckles equipped, its damage will be based on 200% of your physical attack and only 50% of your magic attack, and you will get plus 1 meter of range. Now I'm not quite sure how the effects of the staff and the knuckle would affect the skill, but I do know for sure that the range bonus doesn't stack. And one thing to note about this skill is that criticals only seem to affect its base damage, so criticals won't really deal a whole lot of damage compared to your normal hits. But like I said earlier, its main purpose isn't for damage, its main purpose is as a starter, finisher, or filler skill. Anyways, on to Gloria. Gloria costs 100 MP. It doesn't require that you have a weapon equipped, and it will give you a buff that lasts 30 seconds and boosts you and your teammates' defense by 20% each level, which will total up to plus 200% defense and magic defense, which is pretty nice. Although one thing to note is that if your defense or magic defense are over 250, the defense boost wouldn't affect you as much as if you only had like, let's say 50 defense and magic defense, but it is still a pretty good skill. Although since it has a charge time of 1 second, you can't really use it with most builds because you would want to stay agile, but it is still a good skill. Then not only that, but if you have a shield equipped, you will get plus 10% guard rate, and if you have a staff equipped, you will get another plus 5% guard rate. Now of course, an interesting thing about the boost that you get from the staff is that only the caster needs to have a staff for everyone else that has a shield to get the extra 5% bonus, which is pretty nice. Then over here we have Holy Light, costs 200 MP. It does not require that you have a specific weapon equipped. It has a range of 12 meters. It has a light element, so it will deal more damage towards dark targets. And it ignores some of your target's defense, but I don't know by how much. Or I guess I should say, it ignores part of its physical and magical defense, but I don't really know. But other than that, if you have a staff equipped, it will deal plus 30% damage. And if you have a magic device equipped, it will get a boost on magic pierce, but I don't know by how much. I don't really know how good of this skill is for like dealing damage because I've never really seen anyone do it for damage. And for the most part, if you are going to rely on magic damage, you would probably want to use Storm, and if you haven't reached level 70 yet, you would probably want to use magic arrows. But again, you could still give this skill a try. Then we have Enhanced Bless over here. Just like Bless, I don't know how much it boosts your healing and your duration per level, but essentially at level 10 it will boost your base healing from 60 to 120, it will boost your healing power from 3% to 6%, and it will last 40 seconds instead of 20 seconds, which is pretty nice. Then if you have a staff equipped, you'll get another plus 1% healing power, which totals up to 8%, and your intelligence will also affect its healing power. I think it's intelligence divided by 50 rather than divided by 100. But again, I don't know if that's completely accurate, but that seems to give relatively accurate results. But there are ways to calculate how much healing you get from Bless, like more accurately. So if I find the equation, I'll go on ahead and put it down in the description as well as the person who created the equation. So that way, if you want to figure out how much healing you can get from Bless, you can use that equation. Then over here we have Ether Barrier. Ether Barrier costs 300 MP. It does not require that you have a weapon equipped. And essentially what it does is it will give you and your teammates a buff that will last 5 seconds, and it will increase your flinch resistance by 10% per level, which totals up to 100% flinch resistance at level 10, which means that you will be completely immune to flinch. But because this skill has a charge time of 4 seconds and the buff only lasts 5 seconds, the skill is pretty terrible. Like, in all honesty, if you want to play as a good support character, it would be better if you used mini heal a whole lot rather than use this. And also one thing I forgot to mention is that Holy Light also has a cast time of 2 seconds. And I don't know if I forgot about Gloria, but Gloria has a charge time of 1 second. But anyways, let's test the skills. So first I'm going to start off with Ether Barrier. As you can see, a pretty long charge time. Then it gave us the buff, and as you can see, in a few seconds it will go away, like that. So yeah, like I said, not that great of a skill. And then Gloria, right here is my magic defense and my defense. So if I use Gloria, it will get boosted. But as you can see, my magic defense did not quite get multiplied by 3. I don't know if the effect decreases the more defense or magic defense that you get, but for the most part it is still a pretty big boost. And then not only that, but you get the guard rate buff too. And then the other skills I will show you inside of the boss because they don't work properly if you're not actually fighting something, because 2 of them deal damage and the other one only heals you if you're missing health. Alright, so if I walk up to these guys, I can hit them with Holy Fist like that. Didn't do a whole lot of damage that time. Can deal a lot of damage if you have a lot of magic attack and you have a staff equipped, but for the most part it's not for DPS. And if I want to heal, I can use Bless like that. Heals me for quite a bit since I have Bless and Enhanced Bless, and I'm going full intelligence with a staff, which is the best way to heal the most that you can with this skill. If I want to attack at range with magic damage, I can use Holy Light. Didn't really do a whole lot, but I guess it's something. But like I said, Storm or even Magic Arrows would be a lot better than this, but you could still use it if you wanted to. There, that was a decent hit. Now let's see if I can get a critical hit with Holy Fist. As you can see, that was like 2,661 damage. Oh, he just stunned me and I wasn't even in there. It's interesting. Yeah, as you can see, that was a normal hit. They pretty much dealt almost the same amount of damage, so criticals don't really affect it a whole lot. But anyways, I think that's it for this video. Remember to check the description of the video because sometimes I forget stuff and I like to leave notes down there. I will also have like links and whatever down there to stuff that I might have used in the video. And as always, I will see you later.